Hello, hello, hello. Hello, my confident queens and kings. Happy Friday to you guys. I hope you guys are having an awesome Friday. So I am back at my house, but I'm not in my office. I'm just downstairs because there's a lot going on right now. So I'm just trying to get this live done for you guys, and let's talk about what it's going to be about today. And then that way I'm able to do what I have to do for my kids and take care of my family. So yesterday was awesome. And we talked about a lot of things. We talked about toxic people and just different things that we should do. We talked about forgiveness and just all of those things. So if you missed that live from yesterday, please do go back and look at that live, because I can assure you that it will not be up that long. So this 5-day boot camp that I have recorded and I have done will be in the Facebook group until 2 p.m. tomorrow, around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. tomorrow. And then after that, I'm going to pull the worksheets. So even the links that you have won't work anymore after today. So please after tomorrow. So please download your worksheets. Please download them. I am telling you now, please download them, because if you don't download them, they will not be available by that link anymore. Okay. So just letting you know that. So today is day 5, and we're talking about encouraging others. And I'm just putting this in here. So let me see. I'm just looking at some things here, just trying to make sure that I have this right. Yes, it's encourage others. And then we're going to save that so I can put it to the bottom down here. So there we go. So day 5, encourage others, is what this live is going to be about today. So yesterday, let's talk about what we did yesterday. So on yesterday's live, we talked about, like I said, we talked about toxic people. We talked about how you relate to toxic people, what's going on with you that you keep attracting toxic people, right? Because sometimes we like to place the blame and point at everybody else, but we don't like to look at ourselves and figure out why is it that we keep attracting these toxic people into our life. So today we're just going to be talking about encouraging others, because believe it or not, encouraging others does do something to your self-esteem as well. Sometimes it helps you understand where you are. And you know what? I have not introduced myself, so let me do that. So for those of you who do not know me, my name is Sharice, and I am the founder of CAJD Apparel and More LLC. I'm also a confidence reset mindset coach, and I love encouraging and helping people get through tough and dramatic and different situations, helping with overwhelmingness, frustration, and just everyday life that we deal with as people, right? And also we have a conference that's coming up on October 8th. So please keep your ears peeled for more information about that. And if you do want more information, you can visit ShariceRichardson.com, or you can go on Eventbrite under I'm Becoming Fearless, and you will see all the details about this conference and what's going on in this conference. Okay. So as I say, let's get back to what we was talking about. Few people realize this, but encouraging others is a powerful way to boost your own confidence. And this is something that, I learned over time. And for me, encouraging others is something that I like to do. So I'm going to always be in your amen corner when it comes to you being fly. When you put on something that's nice, expect to get a compliment from me, because I'm going to give it, right? That's just how I am. If I walk past anybody, it could be a guy, it could be a girl, or whatever, and she looks good, I'm gonna say, hey girl, your outfit is banging. I love your hair. I love your jewelry, or whatever it is. I'm gonna compliment that person. There's nothing wrong with that. If I see a guy, I'd be very careful with my compliment, because I am a married woman and you have to be careful. But I do tell them, if I walk past, you smell nice, all right, or something, and I keep it moving. I don't hold no conversation though, because that can turn into something else if you're not careful, right? But at the same time, we need to learn how to encourage other people and mean it when we encourage other people, right? So few people realize this, like I said, but encouraging others does really boost your confidence. It helps you to focus on, the things that you are going. It helps you focus less on the things that you're going through, and you're able to encourage other people. You're able to appreciate other people, and you're also able to appreciate where you are. Right? Because sometimes, in most cases, you start to realize that your situation really ain't that bad. And that story that you've been telling yourself And I noticed I said telling yourself, because some of us know how to tell a good story and we add stuff onto the story that ain't really there. So sometimes it is good to find somebody else who's going through something so you're able to relate, and also you're able to say, you know what, my situation really is not that bad. And at the end of the day, it's, you know, I would rather it be me trying to help somebody and trying to get them through their situation, and it just makes light of the air, it makes just light of your situation, right? So encourage others also strengthens your positive relationships, because remember yesterday we talked about building positive relationships and how do you build positive relationships, and we talked about the steps of you praying for somebody. You write the 3 people down that are that are the most toxic in your life that you feel like you need to pray for, and those people are the people that you would actually write down, and you would pray for those people the most. And I know it sounds funny when you say the most toxic people, and you're like, why would I spend my time praying for toxic people? But the thing is, if they're not going to be toxic with you, they're going to be toxic with somebody else too. And so you don't want somebody else dealing with the drama, going through the headache or the frustration of the things that you've been through. So you want to pray for the people, so that way they can stop being so toxic, right? So and also encouraging others often leads to others supporting you. So if you're doing something in your life and you're doing different things, that often sometimes people will support you and relates to the end to what you're doing, because you have given them some hope, or you giving them some encouragement, or you giving them some, an affirmation. Maybe you gave them a quote that that you had. I remember when I used to work at my previous job, I used to work at Ashley Furniture Home Store, and I would have things on my desk, different quotes and different things like that. And I would have those things, and it would just say different things about life, and people would come by and read my desk. And then people, and you know what was so funny, by reading that, people got a good feel of how I was, right? People were able to say, oh, she's an encourager, or she's a lover, or oh, she has a good heart, right? Sometimes it doesn't take much for people to know your heart when they've dealt with somebody who's toxic, right? It don't take that long for them to figure it out that, oh, she's a good person, or he's a good person, or he has a good heart, or she has a good heart. It doesn't take people long when they have already seen something that ain't right. I can tell you that, right? So the thing about that is you have to know when you need to encourage others, and when you need to lead people to support them, when you need to create a circle of positiveness that will help people be able to live the life that they want to live, right? Because some people just need a word. I had one security guard tell me one day, he's like, thank you for the smile, right? It was just a smile. It wasn't nothing. I just say, hey, how you doing? I hope you have a wonderful day. And I just smile. And the security officer was like, thank you so much for that smile. You don't never know what people are going through, what situations are, or whatever. My husband wants to walk by. Go ahead, babe. So he was outside. Oh, he said no, he don't want to walk by. Okay. So, so just like dealing with those type of situations, it's good to show people love, right? So I read this quote today, and I just want to give you guys this quote. And I think it kind of relates to what we're talking about. And it says, when someone loves you, they talk about you differently. You feel secure and at ease, right? So when someone loves you, they talk about you differently, right? Like, my husband, just came in. I could use him for an example but he went back outside. But, just in that, the way I talk about him is different than I talk about my friend. You know what I'm saying? It's a different type of thing because the love is different, right? It's different ways that you talk about, your mom or your dad to someone that you just met yesterday. You know what I mean? It's just a different feel, a whole different situation. So it's like when you take the time, to encourage somebody, you're building yourself up and them up at the same time. And it's a win-win situation. It's something that you both are able to get a piece of, right? Because just thinking, and when you're thinking of relationships, and I guess my husband came here for me to give this example. In relationships, when you're with somebody, the love is shared. It should be anyway. The love should be shared. You got love for that person, they got love for you, right? So you're able to share that. But doesn't that love make you feel secure? Doesn't that love make you feel comfort? It makes you feel at ease that at the end of the day, no matter what, that person chooses you, right? So that's something that's very important. So today, your action plan, see, and I'm not gonna be before you long today, and I already knew that I wasn't gonna be before you because it's only been 10 minutes, but you are already getting ready to get your action plan. So your action plan for today is very simple. And I will be sending you like a follow-up email because we don't really have any worksheets for this particular setup, but I will send you some information in regards to what we went through, just kind of like a some the action plans from day 1 through 5. I think I'm going to include that on the email, so be looking for that tomorrow. I'm not going to send it today because we're trying to figure out a situation with my dad. My dad is in the hospital right now, so that's why I'm popped on late, and I'm gonna just like I popped in and out basically. So I'm going to I will send you an email tomorrow. Be looking for that tomorrow in regards to an action plan for everything that we went through this week, just a follow-up for you to be able to do it. I may even attach some of the worksheets to the email. And the reason why I might do that is because like I told you, on Saturday, all of this stuff is going to be deleted. Everything, even off Instagram, I'm deleting it all. And the reason why I'm going to delete it, because it's going to be available in Fearless University, right? The course is going to be available, the worksheets and everything going to be available, but it's going to be a cost added to it. So this course is probably going to go for $27. It is a 5-day course, and I think that is an absolute steal. Most 5-day courses that I have seen are at least $97, right? At least. I mean, that's like the minimum. So this course will be available in Fearless University. Once I upload it, I will send out emails in regards and go live about that as well, and such, let you know that it's uploaded. But this will be available if you want to purchase the replay of all these videos. If it's something that you need that you did not get, you will be able to get that. And Fearless University is not so there's two things that are offered in Fearless University, and I need to probably make this very clear, because sometimes we don't make things clear as content creators, and doing these different things and creating all these mindset reset things for you. So Fearless University and Confidence God's Way are two different things, but they are together, right? So Confidence God's Way is inside of Fearless University. Confidence God's Way is $17 a month, but it is a subscription. It's $17 a month. So once you signed up for it, it's a monthly charge that would accrue for $17 a month every month. Inside Confidence God's Way membership, you have access to videos. It's not this video, but it is different videos, and then you get live lessons, and you get a QA session with me once a month where we can talk about different things, but it is as a group. So whoever is in the membership will get a live QA session, right? I'll send out a Zoom link. We go on Zoom and we talk about the different things that happens. Now, if there happens to be one person that month that logs on, then guess what? You get a free coaching session for the $17. I don't control how many people log on or off. I'm just going to give you the content that you need. So that's what the Confidence God's Way is. The Fearless University is where every course that we do. So the Radical Seeds Masterclass that I did last month is inside Fearless University. This Code of Confidence Bootcamp will be inside of Fearless University. And then that way, and it will be $27. The Radical Seeds Masterclass is $47 for the replay. So you're able to keep this stuff for a lifetime. So it's not like something that you're just wasting your money on and you won't be able to have access to it. Okay. So just wanted to go over those things just to make sure we have an understanding. So what you're going to do for your action plan is you're going to write down the 3 people who have a positive effect in your life. Remember, yesterday you wrote down the 3 people that had a toxic effect in your life. Today, you're going to write down the people that have a positive effect in your life. Once you write that down, you're going to think of 3 things that you appreciate them for. 3 things that they do in your life, right? So one of my 3 people would definitely be my mom, and not because she's my mom, but it would be because my mom has always been there from no matter what, good, bad, ugly. I mean, she might not agree all the time, but she gonna tell me, I don't like this, and you're wrong. She'll like my mom will tell me when I'm wrong. She's not the mom to be in your amen corner when you're wrong. She gonna tell you when you're wrong, but she gonna still love you regardless. But when I say for everything, she's down. She's in my life for a speckle of her is somewhere in my life at all times. So she would be one of those people that I would talk to, that I would say I appreciate her because of the things that she does, right? So there are 3 people that you can name, and I have more than 3 people, but if you have more than 3, you can write down more than 3. But it's whoever have you really appreciate them because they really have been just a sparkle in your life. It could be a mentor, right? Another person I would think would be Dr. Hart, which is she's a mentor she's a minister at our church, but she's also my mentor, right? But Dr. Hart pulls what you have in you out. So she's always has a helping spirit, a teaching spirit, but a helping spirit. Now she gonna get you right together too and tell you when you're wrong. But she also has a loving spirit where she wants you to learn and she wants you to glean, right? So these are just some of the people that I can say off my hand. I have a lot of friends and different things like that as well that would be on this list. Because as I said, I got more than 3 people. But if I stand people who have changed my life and made me, because, if it wasn't for Dr. Hart, I wouldn't have been doing none of this. She's the one that pulled lives out of me. My first book was written because she was like, you can do this. And she mentored me until that book was out and printed and was able to be bought. You know what I mean? So people that change your life, and it doesn't have to be anything big. It could be, you could be thinking of anything that they do to encourage you, right? So, and this can be anything. It don't have to be something big. It could be somebody's sense of humor. Somebody makes you laugh, because laughter is so important. And I'm one of them people. I'm gonna laugh. I dance in the store, girl. I have fun in the store, right? Because I'm just that person. So, somebody might say my humor is they like my humor because I dance at any point in time. They might say they like my work ethic because I like things neat. I like things in place. I like to know what I'm doing. Show me what to do and I got it, right? They might love nature, they might love plants or different things. You might like that about that person. Whatever it is, you're going to write 3 things that you like about that person. After you write the 3 things, the 3 items down about each person, you're going to contact this person by either text message, or you're going to send an email, or you're going to call them, and you're going to let them know how much you appreciate them. The reason why you do this is because encouraging others helps strengthen you and them at the same time. And you never know if somebody might be having a bad day. Everybody doesn't tell people everything. Somebody might be having a bad day and they might not want you to know that they're having a bad day, right? So they don't call you and tell you, but you can call them and say, you know what, I just want to let you know you are loved. You have, I love it that you are, you are encouraging person. I love it that that you are that you work, that you have a good work ethic. I like it that you have a great sense of humor. Whatever it may be, right? I want you to encourage that person, because your goal is not simply to encourage them and make them feel good about themselves. That is your goal. Your goal is to simply just make them feel good about who they are. That's it. So that's your last day. That's what I want you to do. Because what people don't fail to understand, everything can always be about you. You got to include people somewhere in that equation, because if you don't, because God made it that way. And that's the funny thing. People want to X people out and want to be lonely and don't want to call nobody, don't want to encourage nobody. But God said it in Genesis, when he created man, he said it's not good for man to be alone. And you need to let that settle. Because while you up here trying to be in isolation, you think that's cool, and you trying to be in different situations, you think that's good, and you don't want to call this person, you don't want to acknowledge that they have encouraged you, but it's not good for you to be alone, and it ain't good for them to be alone either, right? So let's be encouraging today. Remember to encourage 3 people, and remember to put your comments in the chat. Even in different videos, you can put different chats about different things in the videos. If you want to ask me questions, you can ask me questions. And it would be nice if you guys ask me questions, and then I can come back on and do a QA session, right? And then we can finish out this 5-day, because this ends the 5-day. This is day 5, right? So we're at the end. So tomorrow, as I stated, I will do a wrap-up email. So keep your eyes out for that. And it'll be about what the whole thing was we did about. So keep your eye out for that tomorrow. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. I love you guys with the love of the Lord. And make sure you make those comments. Make sure you make those comments about, different things that we talked about on this live, not just this one, but on all of them, because all the lives, we did different things. And I've gotten emails from people that say, they like what they heard and different things. They learned something, because my thing is that you learn something and that you get something that you need, right? Because what good is it to come on here and just talk to you? But what good is it that you learn something and you go and you help somebody else and they learn something and they go and help somebody else? That's creating disciples. And that's what I want to do. I want to encourage you to create disciples. Okay. I love you guys and have a good night. Peace.